Life is a journey of endless challenges, but also infinite opportunities. There will always be obstacles that stand in your way, temptations to quit, and moments where the world feels like it's against you. But in these very moments, you must make a choice. Will you stand still, letting the tide of circumstances sweep you away, or will you rise, defy the odds, and push forward with all the strength within you? The power to make things happen lies not in the world around you, but in your ability to push yourself when it matters most. Too often, we wait for motivation to strike, thinking that we need to feel inspired before we can take the first step. The truth is, motivation isn't something that always comes easily, it's something that you create. You don't wait for inspiration to knock on your door, you push yourself, even when the fire isn't burning as brightly as it once was. Pushing yourself means choosing to move forward despite the discomfort, despite the doubt, and despite the fear. When you embrace this mindset, when you understand that you hold the key to your success, you begin to realize that nothing in this world can stop you except your own hesitation. Understand this: every dream, every goal you've set, and every vision you have for your life is possible, but only if you are willing to push yourself to reach it. It won't always be easy. There will be days when you feel defeated, when the journey seems too long and the obstacles too large. But on those days, remember that the people who succeed in life are not the ones who have the easiest path. They are the ones who refuse to give up. They are the ones who get up one more time than they fall. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying, to stop pushing, to stop believing that you can make it happen. When you push yourself, you discover what you are truly capable of. You break through barriers, both external and internal. You start seeing challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to something greater. Every setback becomes an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become more resilient. And with each push, each extra effort, you inch closer to the person you've always wanted to become. The person who doesn't back down, the person who doesn't quit, the person who makes things happen regardless of the odds. It's easy to look at successful people and believe that they have something you don't, some innate talent, some secret advantage. But the truth is, success is not reserved for the lucky few. It's a result of relentless effort, unwavering determination, and the refusal to accept mediocrity. Success comes from consistently pushing yourself, especially when it feels like nothing is going your way. It comes from showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting that every small effort will eventually lead to big results. There are no shortcuts, no magic formula. The only thing that will make your dreams a reality is you. If you are willing to do the work, if you are willing to push through the discomfort, if you are willing to sacrifice in the short term for the long-term reward, then there is nothing that can stop you. Success is a product of discipline, persistence, and an unwavering belief in yourself. So I challenge you today to push yourself, push past your doubts, push past your fears, push past the negative voices in your head telling you to quit. Push yourself to go further than you ever thought possible. Because when you do, you will realize that the impossible was never truly out of reach. It was just waiting for you to take the first step, to make the commitment, to push yourself, to make it happen. Your dreams are within your reach, but only if you're willing to do the work. You don't need the perfect moment to start, you just need to start. You don't need everything to fall into place, you just need to push through the chaos. You don't need to know exactly how you're going to get there, but you need to trust that if you keep pushing, you will eventually arrive at your destination. Don't wait for life to hand you anything. Go out there and grab it with both hands. Push yourself to make it happen and watch as your dreams transform into your reality. The power to shape your future is in your hands, and the only limit to what you can achieve is the limit you place on yourself. Keep pushing, keep striving, and keep believing in yourself, because greatness lies just on the other side of pushing through. Make it happen. Personal development is the practice of improving yourself in every possible way. It's about enhancing your skills, understanding your purpose, and becoming the best version of yourself. It's a lifelong journey that, when embraced, can lead to success, fulfillment, and a sense of peace that transcends external circumstances. We all desire growth, but true personal development requires commitment, intention, and a willingness to look at ourselves with honesty and courage. In a world that constantly tells us who to be, what to do, and how to think, personal development is a powerful tool that enables us to break free from the noise. It is not merely about acquiring new knowledge or learning how to achieve external success, though that is part of it. It is, at its core, about transformation. Personal development is about evolving into someone who understands their worth, their purpose, and their potential. The first step in personal development is self awareness. To improve yourself, you must first understand who you are, where you are in life, and what drives you. This is not always easy, and it often requires deep reflection. Too many of us rush through life, swept up by the demands of daily existence, without taking the time to ask ourselves, what do I truly want? What are my strengths, my weaknesses? What am I passionate about? When you take the time to reflect and truly understand yourself, you open the door to growth. Self awareness allows you to see where you can improve and what you are doing well. It's not about beating yourself up or comparing yourself to others. It's about recognizing that you are on a journey, and that journey starts with knowing who you are and accepting yourself as you are, while also being open to the idea that you can become more. Mindset is the foundation of personal development. Our mindset shapes everything: how we see the world, how we interact with others, and how we approach challenges. The right mindset can fuel growth, while a negative or fixed mindset can hold us back. Carol Dweck, a renowned psychologist, talks about the concept of a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you adopt a growth mindset, you stop viewing failure as a reflection of your limitations and instead see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. The belief that you can improve over time no matter where you start is the key to unlocking your potential. But on the flip side, a fixed mindset, the belief that your abilities are static and cannot be changed, limits your ability to grow. A fixed mindset keeps you stuck in your comfort zone and discourages you from pushing past challenges. But when you shift to a growth mindset, you start to see the world as full of opportunities for improvement. Every setback becomes a lesson, and every challenge becomes an invitation to grow stronger. Personal development requires intentionality. Without clear goals, you cannot chart a course for growth. Goals give us direction, purpose, and a sense of accomplishment. It's easy to get lost in the whirlwind of life, but when you set goals, you create a roadmap for your future. You begin to make decisions with purpose because you have a vision of where you want to go. However, it's important to note that personal development goals should not only focus on external achievements like wealth or status. The most profound goals are those that seek to enrich your character, expand your knowledge, improve your emotional intelligence, and foster meaningful relationships. Set smart goals, goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. But also remember that personal development is not about achieving perfection, it's about progress. Each step you take toward growth matters, even if it feels small at times. The pursuit of knowledge is a vital component of personal development. Learning doesn't stop when you leave school. In fact, it should never stop. We live in an age where information is abundant, but knowledge without application is useless. Personal development is about seeking out new experiences, acquiring new skills, and then applying what you've learned to your life. It's about asking questions and continuously seeking to improve yourself. But learning isn't just about reading books or attending courses, it's about learning from your experiences. Life itself is a master teacher. It's about observing what works, learning from what doesn't, and continuously adjusting. This type of learning requires humility, the willingness to admit that you don't know everything and that there's always more to discover. When you commit to lifelong learning, you begin to view the world as a classroom where every moment has the potential to teach you something valuable. You become more adaptable, more creative, and more capable of handling life's challenges. Personal development isn't a one time event, it's a process. And like any process, it requires discipline and consistency. This is often where people falter. They set big goals and feel motivated at the start, but as time goes on, the enthusiasm fades and the hard work feels too much. They start looking for shortcuts, for an easier way out, but true growth doesn't happen overnight, and there are no shortcuts to self improvement. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work, even when it's hard. It's about building habits that support your growth and staying committed to your goals, even when the road gets tough. The key to personal development is not relying on motivation alone. Motivation will fluctuate. What you need is discipline, the ability to keep going day after day because you know that every small effort compounds into bigger results over time. One of the greatest obstacles to personal development is the limiting beliefs we carry about ourselves. These beliefs, often instilled in us by our upbringing, society, or past experiences, tell us that we are not good enough, that we don't deserve success, or that we can't change. But the truth is, these beliefs are not facts. They are just stories we've told ourselves. If we want to grow, we must challenge these limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. Personal development requires the courage to question your assumptions, to break free from the confines of your comfort zone, and to take on new challenges that push the boundaries of what you thought possible. Finally, it's important to understand that personal development doesn't only benefit you, it also benefits everyone around you. As you grow and evolve, you bring new energy, wisdom, and perspective to your relationships. You become a better partner, friend, and colleague because you're more aware of your emotions, your strengths, and your weaknesses. When you work on yourself, you also learn how to better support and uplift others. Personal development is not a solitary journey, it's one that is shared with the people you care about. By becoming the best version of yourself, you inspire those around you to do the same. How many of you, at some point in your lives, have felt paralyzed by fear? How many of you have questioned your worth, doubted your abilities, or hesitated to take action because of that little voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, not ready enough, or not capable enough? The truth is, most of us have experienced fear and doubt at some point, and some of us struggle with it daily. Fear and doubt are two of the most powerful emotions that can hold us back. They are not merely fleeting feelings, they can shape our lives, influence our decisions, and limit our potential. Fear makes us avoid, and doubt makes us question. But what if I told you that these emotions, as strong as they feel, don't have to control us? What if I told you that you could not only overcome fear and doubt, but use them as stepping stones to unlock the true potential within you? In today's speech, we're going to dive into the nature of fear and doubt, the science behind them, how they hold us back, and most importantly, how we can break free from their grip and reclaim the power to live a life full of courage, confidence, and action. Fear is a primal, instinctual emotion. It is a response designed to protect us from danger. Think of it as your internal alarm system that alerts you to potential threats. In its most basic form, fear triggers the fight or flight response in our brain, preparing us to either face the danger head on or run from it. This kind of fear is essential for survival. However, fear in our modern lives doesn't always relate to life threatening danger. It might manifest when we're about to give a public speech, take a risk at work, or step outside our comfort zone. Our brains don't always distinguish between real and perceived threats. And as a result, we might experience fear even when there's no immediate danger. Doubt, on the other hand, is a feeling of uncertainty or lack of confidence in ourselves or our abilities. It's the voice that tells us, what if I fail? Or what if I'm not good enough? Doubt creeps into our minds when we question our worth, our decisions, or the outcomes of our actions. Unlike fear, which is often triggered by external circumstances, doubt is born internally, often due to past experiences, negative self talk, or societal conditioning. While fear is an emotion that can protect us, doubt can paralyze us. Fear tells us to be cautious, but doubt convinces us that we are incapable, undeserving, or unworthy of success. Together, these two emotions form a powerful duo that can prevent us from taking risks, trying new things, or moving forward in life. To better understand fear and doubt, let's take a moment to explore what's happening inside our brains when we experience these emotions. When we experience fear, the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing emotions, sends a signal to the hypothalamus, which triggers the fight or flight response. This leads to a release of adrenaline and cortisol, hormones that prepare the body to take action. Our heart rate increases, our muscles tense, and our focus sharpens. This is our body's way of preparing us to either face a challenge or escape from it. However, when fear becomes chronic or irrational, it can lead to anxiety or avoidance. This is where doubt can step in. Doubt often arises when we question whether we are capable of handling the situation at hand. It stems from negative thought patterns, a lack of self belief, and fear of failure. Doubt feeds off of past experiences, previous failures, and external judgments. The longer we give in to doubt, the more we reinforce the idea that we are not capable of success, perpetuating a cycle of self limitation. But the good news is the brain is also incredibly adaptable. The process of overcoming fear and doubt is not about eliminating them entirely, but learning how to respond to them differently, to reframe the situation and take conscious action despite the emotions we're feeling. Let me begin by defining what persistence really means. In simple terms, persistence is the ability to keep going despite challenges, obstacles, or discouragement. It's the act of continuing to move forward, even when the road is hard, the finish line seems far away, or the results are not immediately apparent. It's not about being perfect, it's about being resilient. And persistence is the determination to keep trying and keep believing, even when others doubt you and even when your own inner voice tells you to give up. It's the unwavering decision to take one more step, no matter how small, towards your goal, even when the journey feels endless. You see, persistence is not an innate trait. It is a habit that anyone can develop. It's not a matter of being born with an unbreakable will, but of continuously pushing forward despite the inevitable setbacks we encounter in life. Persistence, quite simply, is a muscle that grows stronger every time we exercise it. Now, I know that success means different things to different people. For some, success means financial independence. For others, it means fulfilling relationships, personal growth, or making a difference in the world. Regardless of the goal, the one thing all successful people have in common is persistence. Persistence is the backbone of success. If you look at any person who has achieved great things in life, you'll find that they didn't achieve their success by quitting when things got difficult. No, they stuck with it. They pressed on when others gave up. They understood that setbacks and failures weren't the end of the road, they were simply part of the journey. Think about some of the most successful individuals in history. Let's take Thomas Edison, for example. Edison faced countless failures before inventing the light bulb. In fact, it took him over 1,000 failed attempts before he succeeded, but he didn't quit. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." That attitude is the definition of persistence. Edison didn't see failure as defeat, he saw it as a stepping stone on the way to success. And that's how persistence works. It turns every setback into an opportunity to grow. Another example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her books became a global phenomenon, Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers. She received letter after letter that told her her book wasn't good enough. She could have given up at any one of those moments. In fact, the odds were stacked against her, and it would have been easy to walk away. But instead of quitting, she persisted. She kept going, believing in her story, believing in herself. And today, Harry Potter is one of the most beloved franchises in the world. Rowling's success is a testament to the power of persistence. She didn't let rejection define her. These examples show that persistence is the secret sauce that separates those who make it from those who don't. It is the difference between giving up and reaching your dreams. Persistence is especially important when we're faced with challenges. The road to success is not a straight path, it is filled with twists, turns, and roadblocks. You will encounter failures, setbacks, disappointments, and even moments where you question your abilities. In those moments, persistence is your best friend. It's the thing that will help you keep going when everything else is telling you to quit. When we face challenges, it's natural to feel discouraged. You might feel tired. You might feel like it's not worth it. But I want you to remember this: the greatest achievements come not from avoiding challenges, but from overcoming them. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve, to refine your skills, and to develop your character. Every time you persist in the face of adversity, you become stronger, more capable, and more resilient. Think of a runner who is nearing the finish line of a marathon. At some point, every runner experiences what's called the wall, a moment when their body feels like it's ready to give out, when the pain is overwhelming and they are tempted to stop. But those who persist, those who push through the wall, are the ones who cross the finish line and earn the glory of accomplishment. It is in those moments of struggle that persistence becomes invaluable. It is not the absence of struggle that leads to success. It is the ability to continue despite it. Now, you might be wondering, how do I keep going when things feel impossible? It's simple. Embrace the setbacks as learning experiences. Every challenge, every failure is a lesson in disguise. And every time you get up after a fall, you become better prepared for the next challenge. Persistence is not about never failing, it's about using failure as a stepping stone. When things don't go according to plan, take a step back, reflect on what went wrong, learn from it, and then get back up. There's a famous quote by the motivational speaker Les Brown that says, "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss it, you will land among the stars." It doesn't matter if you miss your mark the first time, the second time, or even the 100th time. What matters is that you keep aiming for the moon. Persistence doesn't just apply to big, life-changing goals. It also plays a crucial role in the little things. Whether it's building healthy habits, learning a new skill, or improving your relationships, persistence is key. Small, consistent efforts over time lead to significant progress. And eventually, those small efforts compound into extraordinary results. Set clear, specific goals. Having a clear vision of what you want to achieve helps you stay focused. Break your big goals into smaller, actionable steps. When you accomplish one small task at a time, you build momentum and persistence becomes easier. Build a support system. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, support you, and believe in your dreams. When times get tough, your support system can provide the encouragement and motivation you need to keep going. Focus on progress, not perfection. Don't get discouraged by setbacks or imperfections. Celebrate small wins and progress, even if it's not perfect. Persistence is about moving forward, no matter how slow the pace. Visualize your success. Take time to imagine the rewards of your hard work. The moment when you achieve your goal, the pride you'll feel, and the lives you'll touch. Visualization can help you push through moments of doubt and keep going when you feel like giving up. Develop mental toughness. Build resilience by conditioning your mind to handle adversity. When things go wrong, remind yourself that it's part of the process. The ability to bounce back from disappointment is crucial for persistence. I want to leave you with one final thought. Persistence is not about being the best, being perfect, or having everything figured out. It's about continuing no matter the setbacks, no matter the obstacles, and no matter how long it takes. It's about showing up every day, taking one more step forward, and believing in yourself even when no one else does. Success doesn't belong to those who avoid failure. It belongs to those who embrace failure as part of the journey and keep going despite it. The road may be long, it may be tough, but if you persist, if you refuse to give up, there's no limit to what you can achieve. So, my friends, I encourage you today to look at your challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities for growth. Harness the power of persistence and remember your breakthrough is often just one more step away. Keep going, keep fighting, keep believing. Thank you.